Rolling, buddy. What's going on?
Well, we got special guests in the building today.
Yeah, this episode is sponsored by.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
go
hear
ahead.
Oh, no. Radia. It's sponsored by me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let them know what you got going on.
you. Yeah, let 'em
Oh,
know.
okay. So
What you
I
do, what you
am
got going on, all that.
cool. For those who don't know me, my name is Radia. I go by a lot of people know me by Radia Dior. My Instagram handle is Roddy Rich. I'm known for being a stylist. That's what a lot of people know me by. That's how I got my buzz in Philly and New York. But right now, I'm getting more into being an activist and a philanthropist. So my business that I have coming out right now in March is it's called Me Today versus Me Yesterday, and pretty much I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
No, you good.
No, go ahead.
Um,
We don't be
Rock
talking
out,
about
cuz.
shit.
Yeah, rock out. I was like that too at first. Go ahead, just rock out, cuz. Rock out.
It's pretty much it's a brand that I created around mental health in 2015 when I lost my brother due to the streets. So I was really depressed and I didn't know how to like handle life without him because we did so much together. And I was also going through like a breakup like with friends and boyfriend at the same time. And I had to do something every day that was going to actually get me to where I wanted to be in life despite the bullshit that was going on around me. So I just created this philosophy where it was like, you know, even if that one thing that you do today was just get out the bed and take a shower, that's still a big deal considering the fact that yesterday you was like in the bed crying all day. But it's pretty much just like a brand that's just based around like self-care, mental health for not just women, but also men as well. I feel like we don't focus that much on men's health. We bash them a lot and we don't actually really get to actually understand their philosophy and their mindset on why they do the things that they do and why that they actually think. So it's pretty much just like a platform to unite both the feminine and the masculine energy together. So that's
Where they can
pretty
find
much-
you at? Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Roddy, RADIRXCH, Roddy Rich.
That was you, nigga. What you sponsored by?
One fan radio. Yo, he's a clown, yo.
Fuck it, let's ball, T.
Damn, get rich without trying, but little nigga, I'ma get rich before I die. Just on the phone with my bro, got a call that I lost you, and that shit made me cry. I can't seem to see this shit like Stevie, I'm asking God, I wonder why. I just seem to make this shit look easy, but inside I wanna die. Walk him down, yeah, walk him down. Stand with my 10 on the ground, shoot so he don't make a sound. Straight escape back to the pound, lay him up and feed him rounds. For my bro, I got a life to go, so we gon' put him down. Turn it up, yeah, turn me up. I don't fuck with school.
We in the building. 104 episode. I never remember.
84. It's 84.
Shout out to
84.
Sai. She named episode 82. I think me and her named episode 83.
That was
so.
well done, John.
Yeah, she did that.
Or
joint.
meeting well, right?
Yeah,
Meeting
meaning well. She said she named it that because she ain't know nothing we was talking about after that. You gotta remember, we talked about you going to the
Hibachi.
and we talked about sports for like an hour. So she just listened to there and came up.
That's
with
probably what
that.
stuck with her too.
Yeah,
Meeting
yeah,
well.
you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Mara. I was talking to Mara yesterday in the at the barbershop. We talked for like an hour about the show and shit. He was listening and shit. He was telling me he had went to 48. He said it was a good job.
For real?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get in there. He was saying I was telling him try a couple places out DC. He was asking me the names, but I can't really it's a hit and miss out DC. So basically with DC and New York, you just gotta roll the dice on a restaurant unless it's a real like a stand restaurant. Like I remember going to Morton's up there, but
How you when you go there? How do you like? You don't ever just search it up? Like I always if I go to a place, I be like, good session, like say good steak, like near me or something
Steakhouse,
like
yeah.
like that'll come
you
up.
can Yelp or
Yeah, you was saying something about Yelp last week with
what's
the
up? What's the other joint where you can set your reservations? Open Table.
Yeah, I get emails from Open Table now.
Yeah, that's a good joint. They get you right in there. But I had forgot where I went because I told him I went to Morton's and he was asking me about a restaurant called Devon's. I thought I went to Devon's. I never went to Devon's. I went to Morton's and Eddie V's. So I still gotta go to Devon's. And I still gotta go to 48 and Sullivan. Shout out to Fuzz. He went there yesterday. He seen us talking about it on the
For real?
timeline yesterday. Yeah,
I ain't never been to 48. I ain't been to 48 yet.
I'm in the 48, but the
Devin.
hype now.
I haven't been to 48 either.
For real?
Yeah, I've been to all of the other ones though, but not 48. I don't know why. I just haven't.
It was too trendy.
I heard it's really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
too trendy for me. Like when
Like
stuff is
motherfuckers was
trendy.
selling,
Yeah,
they was
yeah.
selling
I'm like-
reservations and shit. Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
No,
No, that's how I feel too. Be like they burn it out. You gotta give it a time. Give it some time before you get to it. That's
but
it.
like out of town food, I don't know if y'all like TikTok people or not, but TikTok be giving you the good locations, like the reviews on like just restaurants and stuff.
Mhm.
Like that's a big avenue for food. Like DC, they be having like personal blogs where they actually tell you like black owned places that actually have really good food,
Mhm.
like not about the hype and also like aesthetics.
Okay.
Like for me, I'm big on like how a restaurant look
Okay.
and how they actually like go about preparing their food and stuff like that. So if I have somebody that can actually show me in video what
Yeah.
that's about, I'm there.
Who just walked in?
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny, sit down, yo. Kenny just walked in the building. I love Kenny, yo. You know what happened? Yo, you know what I seen the other day, yo? Remember fucking Wallow called himself saluting Shorty, right?
Yeah.
But listen, but yeah, get it, come on.
What happened?
I seen a nigga salute somebody for hitting a chick. I'm gonna show you, man. Fat. I
what?
get to show you. All right, so remember April was in the hotel with the big teddy bear, the bed, and all that, and Wallow jumped on the joint like, yeah, oh, you happy? Congrats. And we was talking about. Remember, Kenny said that was thorough. We said,
No, because
Nah, I
they
put the
ain't mean it
question mark.
genuinely.
I was like, that's thorough.
he
Like I
ain't
put
mean
the
it
question mark.
genuinely though.
Oh no.
So this is don't say the name or nothing, but this is somebody calling themselves congratulating. This just how nasty it look when you congratulate somebody for
us?
being when you congratulate somebody for dealing with somebody else.
I'm never doing that in my life.
Yeah, and we
Ever.
was he think it's thorough. He sometimes you don't
I
gotta be
didn't say that
thorough.
was thorough. I was just asking a question. Like, that's not thorough. I was just asking.
That
like,
shit come from
I'm
people.
about to send it to you. I'm
People
about-
be being better doing that too. They don't be meaning that shit like they don't mean it.
But
like,
you
Yeah,
gotta
no,
see
that's
this.
hating, though. That's hating.
All right,
That's
so
hating.
yeah, so this is what I'm telling you. This is nasty. I was about to send it to you. See, this is nasty. Don't do this. Sometimes,
No, that's hate though.
yeah, that's nat. You don't gotta do it. You don't gotta salute somebody for moving
But
on.
all right,
though.
so you post a picture of like whoever your new guy get whatever he get you for Valentine's
I
Day and
love this
everything,
nigga, Kenny,
and
dog.
then your ex post comment be like happy for you player. With the,
First of all, my ex would have to comment from a fake page because they would be blocked.
That's
I got a
right.
new nigga. There's no need for us to even be following each other.
okay.
But considering the history of their specific relationship and how close they are, I don't know, it's weird. But I personally would have deleted the comment anyways. Like, I feel like it's weird and kind of like bizarre to my new nigga.
yeah.
But it's also like, you look dumb because you making my new nigga look important. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, he looks way more relevant than you actually. And I know that you're still in love with me. That's why you even commenting on it.
yeah, that was
Like, you're
thorough.
still in love with me if you commenting on my stuff saying that you're fake happy for me.
it's no cool way to go about be like, I'm
It's
happy
no
you dealing with
way.
somebody else. Y'all look good.
I just
No,
told
shut
y'all.
up.
I don't just tell you yesterday. A chick I was dealing with, she pregnant by somebody.
No, I couldn't believe that when I seen that on Twitter.
Y'all think I'm gonna say congratulations?
A chick what you used to do?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I ain't saying congratulations. Why would I do that?
I don't
That's
know.
bringing life into the world. Congratulations. That's
You
a-
always
that's a
trying to
big
sound
thing.
yo. Yeah,
Yo, he
That's
is.
a big. That's
Yeah.
a big deal.
That's
Call him Iceman. He always cool, bro.
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
His name
Not bringing
Iceman.
life into the
that's
world.
cute in the theory. Like you said, it's cute in theory, but
Yeah.
nah,
Come on, bro.
ain't no need to even like. What?
Where you want to go? Since we got it rolling.
We're gonna start off with Bel Air. How y'all feel about Bel Air, the new series Bel Air?
I was just watching the first. I got through this half of the second episode. I like it. It's all right.
It's more than Black did. That's cool.
I'm here though. I got takes though.
You like it?
No, I like it. I didn't look at it through that lens where I went in and compared because I didn't like the original Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Neither did
That's
I.
the first person. You
I didn't like it. I was not a fan
It
of
was
it when
too
it first
serious
was.
at the time. Back then, I was watching Martin. I just wanted to laugh. I'm watching Martin and The Simpsons. I ain't really.
You know, it's crazy.
It's dope that It's dope that they
It was, I
stepped
was gonna
out.
say, I felt like Will was too goofy for me, but not in
Oh,
like a
too.
Martin way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he was just like, I don't know. I just wasn't into it. I'm into this though. I think because it's more like real life based, and I can actually relate to a lot of the things that they're
I
actually.
think. All right. So I'm
portraying.
glad she said that. I feel like with the episode I watched, I feel like they introduced a lot of topics in that episode. but they laid that shit on, bam, and that shit probably ain't. Y'all could have got some more episodes out of what y'all did in that episode. What I seen was Carlton the fuck nigga. They laying that on a little too hard. Like, I almost want to call myself like closed-minded, thinking that it's like not somebody out there like him, and it's probably
It is.
like
is.
No,
spoiled-
100%.
a spoiled
Yeah,
fucking
100%.
brat that's down to take down the whole fucking operation. You get what I'm saying?
And they already
Yeah.
Once
got
he got word of that
everything.
little information, he went straight to his pop. And
On
his
some
pop
girl
gotta
shit, yeah.
basically beg you like, yo,
keep it shit. Yeah, that's
shut
great.
your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? You down and knock the whole boat over on how you feel. Like, he was a hater in the other joint. He was funny, but he was a square. This new Carl, he not a square. He know exactly what he doing.
Yeah.
He talking about it. He on every side except the side. Like, he defending Blue Lives Matter and all kinds of shit. Like, when
I ain't
Man
get
Man
that
was
deep.
getting the signatures and all that shit. Like, he real,
Yeah,
like, he would with whatever opposite. When he found out his pop, his little magic, I know people in real life who
That
ran
do
the
the
streets
shit,
that
yeah.
had folks on the other side of the law that looked out. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be so upset and then bring up, what do you bring up? Oh, my anxiety. You comparing my anxiety to you taking off a gun case, and I'm like, yo, this ain't about you. Maybe it was about him before Will got there. Maybe everything was about him. I feel like with the police brutality thing, I like the way that Carlton being from he don't know the seriousness in it, so he was damn near against it. He ain't never had to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that. All right, let me step on the ledge real quick, right? When they introduced that Shorty was from the different community, right? It was cool, but sometimes it just feel like they get used sometimes, that community. You get what I'm saying? Like, it
Wait,
was
what community?
the LGBT community.
Okay.
Sometimes they like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't have to be, maybe it's just me. I just be feeling like sometimes certain topics and stuff get used in order to forward a show instead of it being genuine and a part of it. Like, if she was that, make her that the whole show.
Like it's
Yeah.
forced. It's forced
Let her
into
stand
the
in.
show.
Let her stand in it. Let her have a girlfriend through the whole show. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she get to have that freedom. We talked about that, being able to liberate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Going forward. With the way the homie, when he FaceTimed him and told him that Rashard, spoiler alert, that Rashard passed away, and you're not supposed to talk like this over the phone, but Will said, who did it? And his homie said, who cares? That made it sound like he did it. To me, he did it.
Yeah.
And I think he go when they fight and he go home, he either go to jail for it or he gotta, you know what I'm saying, face
Watch
the
it,
consequences.
yeah.
But we can stay here, right? I understand where you're coming from. You my homie. You my dog. This man did something to you. You not like that. So you go all the way to LA. I'm thinking the only thing that's keeping you from coming home
It's him being alive, still
is
looking
him
for
being
you.
alive. So I do that.
Oh,
Allegedly.
wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to
that's
bring you home
deep.
so we can be
Yeah.
home again.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I haven't grasped the scenario of you maybe
Liking it out there, wanting to stay out there.
Yeah.
but in his defense, maybe if you would have got out there and communicated that, I wouldn't have to do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I could come the fuck out there with you.
You know
You
what
know
I
what I'm
took
saying?
from that though? Not to cut you off though,
Yeah.
but his friend and stuff like that. Everybody got people like that. Like, you know, like say
Absolutely.
your circumstances. Like Will was fortunate enough he had family that made it so he could experience like the better side of life. His friend Philly was all he knew. If Will ain't fly him out there, he probably would never made it to LA. So all he know was the block. So at the same time, I feel what you're saying, but Will, like you said though, it's more than them 14
Philly.
miles of West Philly. You see what I'm saying? He's saying like he's seen more, he's seen better. He got better opportunities out
It
there.
almost put me in a position of people that's successful in their family and friends, aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Because even his mom kind of backpedaled with him staying out
And I was surprised at
And
that
I
too.
couldn't imagine being in that situation. It'd damn near hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this it. I'm safe. I'm eating. I got somewhere to sleep. The opportunities are on this side.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if I don't gotta be a superstar. I don't gotta be a superstar athlete. What they say, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you're still amongst the stars. I could be a successful director, producer, or something. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So with him, that I almost felt that because the shit we talk about, like when it comes to this, I really don't like talking to people about this because they don't really be seeing what we see, but certain highs we come across, then they see it. And it's
Yeah,
like,
then they see that John.
and now I take that with a grain of salt because I be looking at people like,
Yeah.
I've been telling you we kind of good at this, so why don't
But
you
you-
take for you to? So that in that moment of him seeing that, I'm like, damn, I felt that. Even with his mom kind of tugged like, why you don't want to come? Why not?
That was crazy though. How you was
Because his mom barked with,
and Viv.
yeah,
And Viv.
they had a little, you know what I'm saying, about the same shit. But seeing his homie, it's almost like you said the butler did it. I think homie did it because he said he got shot.
Yeah, but he said, remember, he was saying they seen him and they couldn't find Will, so they seen him, so somebody shot him. But I was saying, I thought Jeffrey did it because Jeffrey was on some suspects. Like, he pulled up, I think, on the street with somebody else. They rolled the window and they was talking and shit like that. Like, he was like, yo, our boy in Philly acting crazy or whatever. And Jeffrey said something like, get it done. Then remember, Will went to Jeffrey, like, yeah, I can't go back. That boy's still out there looking for me. Jeffrey told him, don't worry about it. It's already taken care of. Then later on, he found out he got dead or whatever. So I'm like, Jeffrey probably got connections in Philly to where he got homie touch.
Yeah.
Because Jeffrey just ain't no,
But even if you did, and that don't mean I have to go back.
yeah, I ain't got to go.
Because what if somebody else put two and two together?
Exactly.
How you pop back up after he did?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you did. Because
Exactly.
we're going to automatically assume that you did it.
Then it's
We know how the
And now-
cycle go.
Yeah,
realistic
it's not
wise
meant
though,
for
it's
him
too
to go
soon
back
for him to
there.
go back anyway too.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. If you had to beef with somebody that got smoked, why would you go back? You know
Before the
retaliation.
damn funeral.
Not even that. You know retaliation coming.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
need to finish out your whole whatever in Bel Air. Then you come back. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't just go right
For
back.
what though?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, that's true too. Like, yeah, I don't.
What?
But that also goes into, I feel like at one point I moved to New York and my life was completely different when I moved because they had never seen nobody just get up and just move. And I was living this lifestyle where I was around a bunch of designers, I was around a bunch of people with money, and my life and the way that people treated me after that, it was just like, you damn near not even from here no more. Like my friends turned on me. Like it was just crazy the whole 4 to 5 years that I was there. It was like I lost damn near everybody because they couldn't relate to who I was becoming. And even when I was excited to tell them about what I had going on, it was just like, eh.
Yeah.
Like we living in survival mode day to day. You sound like you having a fucking blast. We don't care about that.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, our life is not about fun and games and a bunch of jokes. And I feel like that's what his friend is about. Like his friend is in survival mode. Will is surrounded by technically a bunch of luxury, a bunch of people who actually damn near love their life or at least love what they got going on. They love what it can do for them. And he can't relate to that. So that automatically sparks jealousy and envy. And then you go back to the parents, like what has his mom really accomplished with her life? You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's not talked about in the community as well, where it's like parents can be jealous of their kids or
Oh, that's the thing.
hinder their success and hold them back. Like,
Absolutely.
and I feel like her actually doing that, it was like, are you going to get too far where I can't even reach you anymore? You get what I'm saying? Because that can cause a strain.
I think that's where his homie at though.
Yeah, that can
His
cause
homie
a
said
strain.
that. His
Yeah.
homie like basically just talked like he had the whole prophecy of Will changing up on him and all. It's like, nigga,
I was like, I
get
can't
on my
reach you
feet.
no more.
I get on my feet. You can come out
Exactly.
here.
He was telling you could slide brakes and everything. It's crazy. I'm glad you said that with the whole parent thing, because even if you peep, and Viv, Will Montoya and Viv, like, I ain't even done raising my son yet. Like, she basically want Aunt Viv to raise him better out there. That's crazy too.
What's the competition?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But that
exactly.
happens. Like, I mean, not to even go on blast, but even just looking at, that's why I said that I like the new remake, because I can really see a lot of real life situations that
Added to
Will
it, yeah.
Smith is actually putting into this, opposed to before when he was so young. That was something that was really directed technically by the white man. You get what I'm saying? This is a black man telling a black story. So now you're really going to see everything. And I follow Will Smith, and I've been to his seminars, I've read his book, so I know a little bit about his life and how the struggle really affected his mindset and how his parents was always broke, and how that really, like, him putting himself out there, him moving, him doing all of this stuff, adapting, changing his vocabulary, that really changes the way that a person deal with you, because they can't have a conversation with you anymore. You're not talking about a bunch of nonsense. It's like, what do we even have in common?
Yeah.
I didn't raise you like that. You're a completely different person at this point. You're a whole new transform of a human being. And that's hard for people who don't want to grow to actually accept and have to change within themselves and literally like be like, all right, well, I'm actually come up. Because when did Will mom really say like, all right, well, I'm sending you there, but I'm gonna come up there for 2 weeks or a month just to see how things are.
Yeah.
You just trust your son to just go somewhere and a person to really just raise them, and now they have to take on the adaptation of a completely different parenting style. But it's
My whole
kind of
thing,
like
what is he coming back to?
Exactly. What is he coming back for?
For
he don't
right?
need to even come back.
You're a suspect in a murder.
100%.
You're in a war.
Oh, yep.
He talking about the basketball high school team. Nigga,
That's over with.
I'm Pat. This school gonna put me on my feet.
Not even that. He gonna stand out more at Bel Air. You see how he's playing, who the people he's playing with? He gonna
Yeah.
stand out more there. So I would have. To me, he in a win-win right now. You had to be a fool to go back. You feel me? Why would you go
How you
back?
think it play out with his son holding water about that little legal situation?
I think his son either going because his son, and this is another thing. I ain't know Carlton was an addict like that. Man, remember he got kicked out the lacrosse game. He went and snorted.
He hit the joint
he hit the
before he
joint.
went to the other game. Then got mad.
Yeah, but I would say he might get high and say Philip might be having like one of them. You know how you hear like a lawyer, a politician that joint might be having a meeting. He might blur that joint out when he talking to something like that. Just you know how shows go like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he let the wrong person know and stuff like that. Because it's just like he too jealous. And when a person jealous, it's not nothing they won't do. Like he damn near.
Nothing.
I didn't watch it. Did he had a girl first?
Yeah, he had her before Will.
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah.
said.
But she start noticing.
What
Would you like?
No, I was about to say, like in this show, it's kind of playing off the same Fresh Prince, but it is like way more deeper because like Carlton like just snorting like that. That shit threw me off when I
First
first seen it. I
episode,
was like, what the
though.
hell?
They said he did.
It was first episode. He
first-
was snorting. What did he say? He was like, it's not
Xanax or
even
some-
coke, it's
yeah.
Xanax.
Yeah, I was like, what?
And
the
I'm just,
Dramatization as well.
huh?
It's less of a comedic joint. and it's more
Yeah.
of a
Yeah.
dramatization.
It's definitely more
Mike
drama.
is in the building.
It's more of a dramatization than a comedic.
Yeah, that's
outtake.
kind of
Yep.
why I do like it though.
That's what we was talking about before, like how goofy it was, the first one. Like I couldn't really get into it because it was just goofy to me. It was very
Yeah.
like silly, but it wasn't my type of humor.
Yeah.
Now it's like more drama. I can actually get into it because I know and I can relate to a lot of the topics that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I think is Will wrong for talking to her before him?
What after Carlton?
Yeah.
Will ain't even really on no type. Like I can't really say like she feeling Will.
She is from
She
day
feeling it.
one.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the girl. I like this too because it's definitely 100% on her. And I'm going to say that because you knew that you and his cousin dated.
Mhm.
You never mentioned to his cousin, which is Will now, that you actually feeling him. You never mentioned, oh, I used to talk to your cousin.
I think she did.
But I like you. Not off rip, though.
Oh.
Like, he got pushed in the pool and everything, and she was really just bumping and grinding on him. And
Yeah.
Carlton came over and really just pushed him in the pool.
And he was
Yeah.
high then. You see
And he
how
was
Yeah,
high
he
then.
was
But I feel
gone.
like she never mentioned it, which is on the girl at that point. And most beefs, a lot of times, it always do stem from girls. Like, it gets crazy because of women.
Yeah.
And I feel like women are always a common denominator in that. And it also goes back to, like, how Carlton really messed himself over because you wanted to be my enemy so bad that we didn't even have no bond for me to even mention that I mess with Shorty. So the fact that I don't like you that much, I can't even communicate with you like, yo, I used to date her or she was a slider of mine. You get what I'm saying? But I was feeling her.
That nigga said, I know about that gun case and stay away from Lisa.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
I
nuts.
said, that ain't got shit to do with shit, bro. We talking about this gun
You know what it is
Like,
though?
what?
What I was thinking of, like how you was saying, you see how he cause now see he trying to make Will stay away from her. That's gonna push her.
He
even,
went for it.
No, but that's gonna push her even further into Will. I mean, you tell a girl you cannot stop a woman's desire. You trying to keep Will away from Lisa, right? She gonna want Will even more.
Yeah, because it's making
If
him
you
look
fuck
like
him,
it
if
makes
you
him
fuck
look
I'm-
like the
if you fuck him,
bull.
I'm gonna get him locked up.
He might shoot Will. That's crazy, yo.
It's the forbidden fruit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. And y'all peep though. Remember they was doing him and Lisa was working on like a thing for school or whatnot, right? He thinking they had a moment. He about to kiss her. She's like,
I
nah.
just said he went for it.
Yeah, she said, Carlton, my feelings ain't changed. That's crazy, yo.
You still a fuck nigga.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
rejection make a
That's
man do some crazy
Yeah.
things too. Like I listen, trust me, as a female, like when you like somebody else and a guy that actually really like you, ain't even have to do nothing with him. If he just a jealous person and he really, really obsessed with you and really like you, it's really no telling what he'll do to literally embarrass you or embarrass the
Going
person
forward,
that you talk
right? I think going forward with the LAPD being on his bumper, I think Carlton get like a little taste of reality in the next coming
Yeah.
episodes with that LAPD shit. Something gonna open his eyes to where he realized he got let up on the gas. a
It's
little bit.
crazy though, cause how we seen with the LAPD joint, if they find out that Uncle Phil did that joint for Will,
It's over.
Yeah, they're going basically his whole campaign gonna be done.
That's a federal.
That's what
you know
he
what I
was saying in the beginning. He was like, I jumped off the ledge with this. Like I wasn't even supposed to do this for real.
Yeah.
Like bringing him to LA, getting that charge wiped
yeah.
off and everything. Yeah.
That was a
That's
sacrifice.
how y'all feel about. That's another issue I seen in this joint too about the whole Hillary and Aunt Viv joint. If y'all peep, like Aunt Viv, remember Hillary living in the pool house right now, weren't free, and Aunt Viv keep pushing her to saying like, "What are you doing? What are you going to do?" And that's a whole. Remember how they be saying like black parents seem like they push you out when you get of age and whatnot. Like y'all wealthy. She already asking Hillary like, you know what I'm saying, what's your plan? What are you doing? You can't be in that joint forever.
Yeah, that's a question we could ask in the community when we in ninth grade.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what? What do you mean
doing?
what I'm doing?
10th grade? I don't know. Well, your sneakers a little high, nigga. So you better start filling out. Remember you had to. Remember your working papers was like a accomplishment. Like when you first get your working papers,
it
like
definitely wasn't
your
accomplished.
your folks couldn't wait to see you had your working papers. They threw you right to the wolves.
How y'all feel about Hillary cooking though? That's funny as shit.
She couldn't cook on an old
Yeah.
joint,
Yeah,
right?
Hillary was not.
She 5
cooking.
star on this joint though. I ain't gonna lie, she 5 star.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I like the actor that played
And
Hillary.
then I
too.
don't know, Jeffrey not really funny how he
Who
was.
is it?
No, he
The
not.
girl-
Coco
Jeffrey
Jones.
definitely was that boy the
Yeah.
first
I
Oh,
time.
she black too.
Yeah, I like her. I like her, cuz. I
Oh, we got
like her.
one.
I like the actor that played Hillary on that joint.
Yeah.
Oh, Coco
like
Jones,
Hillary.
yeah, she nice.
Yeah, she was on-
she pretty.
Oh, she a singer.
Yeah.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she was.
She was a Disney.
Yeah, on Let It
girl.
Shine.
Yeah,
But,
I ain't seen her
everybody hate
since
Chris.
then.
She was on the movie with him.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Disney don't get enough credit for putting like people out there. on
Yeah,
their
they
feet.
don't.
You just gotta pop back up as.
You know what's
adult.
crazy? That
Yeah.
part of Disney, you know how Disney movie shit faded right to black. They don't even play Jones on Disney like that no more.
Nah,
Like,
not the good ones at least.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tune in going forward. I'm starting from. I go back when it's over, but I'm tuned in.
The way
How
my
many
fi-
is it? I'm only 2
it's
in.
on, it should be 4 now.
Oh,
The way
4.
my Fire Stick was though, it had my joint all chopped up. I wanted to watch an episode.
Oh, they up on the Fire Stick. I could barely.
Yeah.
They up on that. They getting.
What you watch?
They trying to
2
catch
first?
No, yeah, I watched 2 before 1, so I'm like, yo, I watched 2, 1, then it went in order. Like last year I seen, which was crazy. When remember he went to his back to his fraternity and whatnot. He didn't know how to get them behind him for the campaign, and Will basically like had him stepping, and they like, all right, he's the same brother I remember now. He got endorsed by the fraternity, but
Mm.
Carlton was hating then.
Yeah.
When he seen like Will got his dad endorsement, he was just mad in that joint. Like it's, I don't know how to explain it. You know how y'all see like a movie when somebody get mad and they on drugs, it's just like the camera focus on them and like the
Yeah.
music playing and shit. Like
Something I
I'm like,
want to do in the next couple of weeks, right? I want everybody to do it, even the people listening, right? A list of actors that you don't like because they
They
play
role
the role so
so good.
good.
Oh, I got a lot.
10, give me 10. Yeah, man, Carlton going on my list,
Yeah.
all for one episode.
100%.
what's the name?
Because if I see him in the street,
you might turn it up on him.
what's up with you? You snorting ass. You know what I mean? Like, what's up with you?
You know one actor I can say everybody probably gonna say they ain't gonna like. If y'all remember Woody McClain, he played Bobby Brown and he played Kane in Power and shit like that. He was saying
Oh, he's annoying.
he
Woody McClain, boy with no, he ain't got no beard.
Woody.
he gonna put him up
Yeah.
but right there. All right, so I'm gonna say that because he played Bobby Brown in New Edition, John. Right? I'm gonna say that because he said after the New Edition, John, he was in the market or getting like groceries and shit. The old lady was like, "You just so bad. You just so fucking bad." and shit like that. He like, yo, like it's a role. Like you know but that's how you know you're a good actor. When they hate you as a person, you're a good actor. Like
Yeah, it's a couple
that's
people
No,
like
how
that,
about the man, the bald head man? I don't know his name from Medea.
Yeah.
The one who was drowning in the
Yeah,
that's what you call
everyone
brother?
he playing. He's just
Charles.
not-
Charles.
Charles.
That's damn, what's his name? Will Harris, brother. Steve Harris. Steve Harris.
I don't like him in nothing.
Yeah, Steve
Talked
Harris.
about that shit before.
Yeah, he always a cop.
He in nut in BMF too. No, not
don't
this
know who
one.
that is.
No, this like
Steve Harris black. Oh, actor. Steve Harris, the actor.
Led Zeppelin. Like Led Zeppelin. Somebody Led Zeppelin jumping the boy on the street.
He's in the tub like this.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
Look, this is- right.
He always a cop. I ain't know they
Oh,
was brothers
man.
till recently.
Charles, look, he ugly.
The guy.
Yeah, we gonna put together that list of
I'll put the guy that played Negan on The Walking Dead on
oh,
there,
when
too.
he first came out.
I
Negan, Walking
hated
Dead.
that
Oh,
nigga,
y'all ain't
bro.
see
No,
that.
I ain't see Walking
We
Dead.
smashed on with the y'all gotta watch that.
So you said Carlton definitely going to get to play Carlton on your list?
Yeah, he going on there from the rip. Cause I ain't seen him in nothing else. He on there.
Damn.
He so vicious. They put him on the fighting game with that bat. He on the fighting
Yeah.
game with the bat.
Yeah, that's
Well, he
crazy.
caught the bet Lucille.
Lucille. That's crazy. Where we at next, bro? So I'm tuned in. You got me. I'm in. I'm gonna
There
watch
we
it going
go.
forward. So we can, when we come back, we can get an updates or whatever. Where we at
I'll
next with
definitely
it?
be caught
Let me
up by,
see.
by next week.
Yeah, no, you should be able to get caught up by it. I mean, if you got some free time, you can watch 2 Jones in like an hour.
What was on your hours on?
No, yeah, they ain't long. They not long. Type of junk.
I'll binge watch.
We could talk about who we're saying. The Kanye West documentary.
Kanye West doc. I ain't get into it yet. I want to watch
Did the
that
last
joint straight
episode come
through.
out?
Nah.
Nah,
it
come on, March
next
the
week.
2nd.
Next week.
I feel like we should do overall wrap up.
Yeah.
Instead of
No, we can get into it now a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I watched the first 2 yesterday. It was good.
So, how do you feel about hip hop at that time and how, like, I want to say shallow it was at the time, and how, because he was different, mind you, he was different, but he was more talented.
And
than
all of
them
them.
niggas. They was bigging up Petey. Remember they fucked Petey Crack name up. Now he got to be Petey and all that shit. He was supposed to go on like a fake run when he did that song with Neo. They did not. They did not
Pan out,
capitalize
yeah,
off
how it
of
supposed
it.
to be.
Yeah, Scarface in there looking at him funny, like, yo, he gave you one of your best songs you ever had in your, you know what I'm saying? Your recent career, your 2000s career, Guess Who's Back is a classic song, a classic beat. Like, and he laced the hook for you. Just seeing them, even with the lady, they were saying, what's her name, Shaka? One of them big dogs over there at Def Jam. They were saying she was only acting like that because she heard the song a couple times. Well, so what? Just imagine if he did. Yo, imagine if he didn't record that shit.
Through the wire, right?
All that shit.
you
Imagine
talking in
if
general?
he didn't vlog that shit.
All falls down.
Yeah, all falls
yeah.
down. He kept playing and all that shit.
I
Imagine
was
if he
singing
didn't
along
vlog
even
that shit.
with like watching the video. I was singing along, so it don't even make sense for her to not sing along to that shit.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Like
Because-
she was just a hater.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? I think they all try to. So back then they was trying to put him in a box. It's just his producer, but he already had rapper aspiration. I'm saying aspiration to be a rapper. So they
Yeah.
kept telling him, like, and it's crazy because when he played, when he was in office, he played through the wire. They wasn't even feeling that joint when he was
Yeah.
singing that joint. It's crazy because it's one of the biggest hits he got
Yeah.
Yeah.
right now. And they like,
But then you gotta think at that time they was probably getting so much music from so many different people, and then you got this one annoying ass young boy and walking around the whole building playing the same song. It's like, all right.
No,
bro.
I think that it was just his sound was so unique
It's
that they didn't know
different.
what to do with it.
yeah,
Like,
I get it.
Petey Crack compared to Through the Wire, like Petey Crack and Beanie Siegel at the time was hot. Like compared to Through the Wire.
Dipset.
Yeah, you-
and all
Peter-
that.
They playing Dipset in the office.
Like that was Kanye sound was nothing like them. They just wanted him to create the beats for the songs. Like
Yeah.
We talked about Give It Should Die Trying and Darkest House is Hot being like interruptions in hip hop at the time. Kanye go on that list too.
yeah, he do.
He interrupted all that shit.
do.
Remember, everybody was street, jersey throwback, headband.
he was polo,
Polo.
rugby collar, popped
Exactly.
up, backpack,
Yep.
fade.
What he do when he went on stage to do the poetry? Yeah, these bags ain't nothing in them. I just like them, that kind of cocky ass shit. Like, I just got these bags up here. Well, nobody fucking with that fashion shit like that.
Yeah, I
It
think they
sound
hated
good.
his confidence too. They hated how confident he was and feeling like he was going to become who he said that he was. As crazy as it sounds, because Jay-Z was the biggest one. So that's also an ego clash.
Yeah.
Like, even if you look at the way that sometimes, and I'm a whole fan, like, that's one of my favorite rappers, but if you look at the way that he even looked at Kanye in some of them episodes, it was kind of shady. Because it was like, you not bigger than me, you my little brother. It was kind of like very much like that. And Kanye, he was very relentless with his pursuit, I feel like.
I feel
Did
like
he not put that? I'm gonna give it to you. Did he not put Rockefeller on his back from his time there until now?
Hell yeah.
Will Rockefeller be where they at without him?
No, hell no.
And I think he should get more credit for that.
I don't know.
wouldn't-
I
wouldn't
can't
say-
say
The Black
I can't say
album, the Black
100%.
album
yeah,
alone.
transcended the way it did.
Yeah.
I
What
can't say
producer?
100%.
What producer or artist that arrived after him? Gotta remember, if we gonna be real about it, Rockefeller kind of fell apart when he got there. That shit was on his back. Half of it. You remember some motherfuckers went with Dame, some motherfuckers went with Jay. You know what I'm saying?
June and all that shit. That shit would have been off
They
the
had to
list,
deal with shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to step on the ledge and say Rock wouldn't be the Rock without him. Like, Jay had to deal with 50, Wayne and X and all that hot shit that kept coming along. You know what I'm saying?
But Jay-Z was carrying it though.
No, he
with
definitely
with
carried
all that stuff that was going, not to say it like that, because I don't want to give 100% credit to Kanye as if Jay-Z's artistry wasn't carrying it as well because Kanye didn't write his songs.
No, I'm saying what artist on Rockefeller had the effect that he had on their label after him?
Oh yeah.
None.
Look at the list.
None.
And that's
I
where I'm
can't-
at with it.
I can't
Or
name.
before him, because he passed a lot of niggas up.
No, I'm saying as far as when he got there. Like, yo, we doing this now. You see how go back up to the top, T? You see how when you look at the
Kanye
top,
name
you only
on a
see
lot
them
of that
3.
shit.
Yeah. You see how when you go to the top, you just see all the way at the top. They just talk about Jay, Dame, and Big. I don't like that. Go all the way up.
Probably because they're the founders of Rockefeller. That's
Oh,
probably why
they mention his name. That's what I'm saying. But his name need to be
amongst them right there. Because they no,
at the top,
they
though.
found it's the found it's the founder.
So
they
what?
talking-
But look what I did for them, though.
Founded it though.
But his name is still mentioned. Like, come on.
Memphis Bleak name up there. I don't know.
But Jay still
Like, come the
rocking
fuck
with
on,
Bleak
like-
though.
Black dudes don't
But-
like Rockefeller.
Yeah.
But
I
the
don't.
thing
He
is,
don't
is
like
that
And I don't
That's why-
Rockefeller, and this validated. Why, though?
you don't like Rockefeller.
No.
Nah, he hate who.
Okay, that explains why you're so adamant about it.
Yeah.
I like them. Like, honestly, I really do. I like how business oriented they are. Jay-Z is a politician.
Oh, they did
at
that.
The
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
day.
I don't hate.
I think
don't
that's
hate
really
on-
what
he
it
did
was
that.
about. It was about politician, but I do feel like everything is a matter of timeline. Like the artists that he had before Kanye made sense. Like it wouldn't have made sense for Kanye to be before them. Once Kanye got there, all of them fell off anyway. So it didn't make no
broke up.
sense. It broke up. So it didn't make no sense for them to not to rock out and really do whatever it is that they was actually going to do.
Yeah.
I feel like he got in at the perfect time, and him showing his dedication
I think-
by doing his own stuff
I
helped
think
him
his
out.
artistry gotta be like y'all gotta praise that a little bit more. Like where he start at volume where he start like really putting his hands on that shit. Was it volume 2? Blueprint volume? No, it was the Blueprint.
Talking about Ye, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in the beginning. Ye was there in the beginning. Yeah.
the Truth, Beanie Siegel and the Truth. Yo, like y'all sound start changing. That combination of him with Just Blaze, like. Y'all bought like he bought like not to say he bought samples, but he bought soul. Cause remember
Yeah.
at first samples was
100%.
fast.
Yeah.
Remember a sample would be
100%.
fast. Dipset, that loud high pitch shit. He bought the sample, made it more live to where if you ever listen to the Blueprint, you can almost hear it. It almost sound like when you listen to the Blueprint, and I was gonna say this when we was doing the verses, you can almost hear it sound like Jay-Z recorded the song with a band standing behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's from a sample.
Mm-hmm.
He did that. That's a real thing. The Black Album and all that shit. That's a real thing. What's the song called? Encore and
Yeah.
songs
Kanye
like
is
that.
an artist. Jay-Z is a rapper. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Artistry is completely different than just being a rapper. Like Jay-Z can't even fathom what Kanye could actually do on an artist level because he literally, if you watch the documentary from a child, he lived, breathed, sleep artistry. He studied musicians. He studied beats, all of that stuff.
Look,
Jay-Z is not.
Yeah.
them songs right
What's
there.
that?
Them songs right there changed the sound of hip hop.
Girls, that beat crazy right there.
Yeah.
Girls,
Ain't
Girls
none of that
went
shit
hard.
fast or high pitched. All that shit sound like Jay just rapping over it while the beat just, you know what I'm saying?
This the joint all Kanye produced T, right?
Yeah.
What you got up?
Yeah, Kanye. Yeah, he snapped. He did. He snapped. What's interesting is I haven't watched it yet, but seeing a lot of the clips and like reading what a lot of people saying about Kanye is like he been crazy since the beginning. Like this not something that just like
But is it really crazy though?
Yeah, we got to stop
No,
doing
not
that.
crazy,
Is it
but
really
you
crazy?
get what
Genius and crazy, and you know what I'm saying?
no, but like he was in there snapping on everybody pretty almost at the same level as Dame,
Dame was too, yeah.
Slow
Yeah.
Jams and Overnight Celebrity beat
Classics.
crazy too. They
Classic. Look at that one, Alicia Keys John. He don't get no credit for that.
Oh, you don't know my name? That's one of her best. Yeah, that's crazy.
That was her. That's what brought her out.
Yo, that's
You don't know my name.
Oh,
like
I
that's
know.
where
He
everybody
did
know
that.
Alicia Keys from. Like
Damn,
that
he did
brought
that.
her out.
Look at the dropout. Oh, he did all that shit.
Yeah, that's his work right there. Too. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean,
I just think, all right, my take, no, we ain't gotta, it ain't about me hating the rock, right? I just think he need, when y'all speak on the rock, you speak on Jay, you speak on Dame, you speak on Biggs.
he need to be mentioned too. You saying?
Come on.
But who doesn't mention it
A
though?
lot of
You
people
said, you know
don't.
how you said it's the difference between the artistry and the It's
Rapper.
the difference between the artistry and the rapper.
Yeah.
I feel like Kanye contributed to both. So when you
Yeah.
said it didn't make sense to bring him out as a rapper, it
Yeah.
didn't. But as far as him having his touch on everything that the Rockefeller had, basically,
Yeah.
it was more. He basically it wouldn't be that without him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it be rapping or producing.
But it also still goes back to the fact that I also mentioned they didn't like his confidence and they didn't like
They didn't.
his image.
They didn't like the
So
fact that he was confident and humble at the same time.
they
'cause
didn't
he
know
still
how to
gave
even
praise.
brand him. So it didn't make sense to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I'm not saying it don't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to them because they don't know how to brand it. If you've never seen it before, you don't really know how it works. You
It's
don't
like
know this guy
Bitcoin.
from
It was like Bitcoin.
It's like Bitcoin
Yeah.
pretty much. You don't know really what you're doing, but you know that it's the next hot thing. So you're gonna sign them, but you don't know how to actually even maneuver with them.
On the Carter 3.
He did let the beat build.
Yeah, nigga, that's what I'm saying.
Comfortable. Don't get too comfortable.
I did know.
Like he done
comfortable.
touched everything from Jay-Z to Jeezy to fucking like Alicia Keys, like all types of shit.
But even on the documentary, in his
didn't even know he
beginning
did that
days
much
when
on
he
the
was
grid.
in his own apartment in Chicago, he was working with major people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Definitely
he
was.
knew Pharrell at that time. That was
Yeah.
a big deal to be beginning.
Pharrell go with it.
Yeah, that's.
Pharrell seen his potential from day one though, which I really appreciated. Like him just speaking like life into him
Yeah.
from day one. Like you need people like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure he has an effect on like just him keep going.
And you know, Ye the type to remember all that shit.
Mhm.
He remember
Yeah.
every little thing.
Everything.
Yeah, that's crazy to see him watch the throne. He did all that shit.
No, it's sometimes
I just
the
think it was
artist-
dope. I'm glad, and he was ahead of his time with vlogging it. They thought he was weird for that.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is you to be walking around with a camera?
Mm.
Now
Yeah.
look, now
Everybody-
walking around without him.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
done.
Because he was so confident, but he still would give props to everybody above him. Like
Yeah.
you saying? So it was
Yeah.
like, all right,
And
you
it was
can't hate him.
genuine.
You
It was
can't
genuine.
publicly hate him because it's like he not giving off that energy, but you see him as a threat.
40
He
mil
just
by
wanted to
Tiger,
work.
very 40 mil
He
by
just wanted
Tiger.
to
That's a
work.
very underrated
He really made
song
the most
too.
humblest song, Big Brother.
Yeah,
That's one of the most humblest songs.
I
you
gotta
can
hear
get.
that.
it is.
What?
To
Yeah,
this
every
day,
brother.
even talk
No,
No,
40
Tiger,
mil by
40 mil by
Tiger.
Tiger is
No,
a
I
very
agree.
underrated song.
On Drink Champs, he was like, don't even say. You know what I'm saying?
I think-
Yeah, he always gonna
I
be
think-
above me.
Yeah.
The vlog, right, and seeing the documentary, I think it validated a lot of shit he talk about, as far as like how he feel about himself and all that. I think it do,
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Donda.
and
Like,
and yeah, that too.
Shout out to his mother. Because he was raised off of love. And I think that was the difference between a lot of people that he was even around. He was really raised off of thorough love, support. Like, he had that behind them. They didn't have no mom damn near.
Streets.
So they don't even know how to
They
maneuver
probably
with
thought
a person who
he was
know
in
how
that
to love.
era where
Yeah.
they probably thought that was weird. Oh, you cool
You
with your
think
mom?
that's
Like they were
weird?
soft.
That was an era back then where people that had two parent households, people thought they was sweet.
They've been selling drugs since they was like 11.
Yeah.
Kanye ain't never have to sell a drug a day in his life. So you can't even you don't even know how to maneuver with a person like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then you can actually have thorough
A motherfucker
conversations
that
with your
can't be
mom.
bought, basically. That
Yes,
type shit.
money can't buy him.
And we say a lot, like we say now, like hip hop belonged to the internet. It didn't always though.
Yeah.
No.
And that documentary shows at one point hip hop did belong to the streets.
Yeah.
If you ain't coming here
100%.
with a bullet hole in your ass, then we might not.
Or
we don't know
willing
how,
to put a bullet hole in
yeah, like
somebody.
we might
then.
not
Yeah.
be able to market you. You know what I'm saying?
What I can say though, I liked it from that joint. I like when they like, you know, how people do documentaries, they got the videos from back then. Like it be like, damn, like you would think the videos be so clear, you would think they recorded the day. Like in this day's joint, I like how you go back, you see like the change, the growth from then to now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see when he was skinny as hell. Remember he had the little joint in his mouth from his accident and everything. You could see that whole
She said something that I want to go back on. Right?
Okay.
She said they didn't like his confidence. Right?
Mhm.
When it come to creatives, right, and musicians, sometimes they feel like, what do I got without it?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You have nothing without it.
It's
As an
important to
artist,
not
I know
put that down.
To
Like
be as big as Kanye is right now, you had to have like that confidence.
Out of this
The
world
minute
confidence.
you
Yeah,
lose your
you had-
confidence, you lose your spot.
Yeah.
That's
like
just the
being
reality
passionate
of it.
about something. Somebody will want you to turn your passion down.
Down.
Like for
Yeah.
what? For who? Then what? Now I'm just my passion is what got me through the door and keep making me come back.
Now I'm just like you. If my passion you turned down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it also goes back into like if you don't believe in you, nobody's gonna believe in you. Like he believed in himself so much that after a while they ain't had no choice but to really believe him and put him where he needed to be at.
Yeah. I don't like how you like yourself is how that sound. You know what I'm saying?
But how many people do we know today that do that? A lot of people.
Every day. Even
Every
regular
day.
people.
Like I know a lot of people who
Niggas
don't
try to
like
put
me.
chicks down all the time.
I know a lot of people who don't like me because it's like, why are you so positive every day? Like, how you having a good day every day? Like,
Yeah.
you just
I used to say that
broke your
about him.
foot
He said it
yesterday
about
and
me,
you're
yeah.
smiling today. Like,
That's
people
crazy.
really don't like that because they're miserable inside.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to maneuver with that misery. So it only projects onto the next person, and their goal. And also, too, I'm a religious person. I'm a Christian woman. I believe that some people are really sent here to destroy and some people are sent here to build. So when you think about that, when a person is consistently projecting that negativity on you, that's a person that's sent here to destroy. Kanye is a person who's sent here to build. That's why his resume is so long. That's why he keep progressing and rebranding himself. That's why he could get a new girl every week and rebrand her, because his purpose is to build.
We potting it down. I like, yeah, that's real rap.
You know what's crazy though?
That's real
I
rap.
feel like the biggest. I was just talking to somebody about this. It's people who meant to never really receive the love and the shit that they put out. Like, you literally put here to just be of service to other people.
100%.
And that be the hardest. I was just telling somebody, I was like, the good people, you might not ever get your due diligence in this lifetime.
not.
Until you're
But
gone.
God gonna pay you back way more than what anybody on earth could have. You know
As
what
long
I'm
as
saying?
you know you're a good person, though.
Yeah.
If you know you're good.
And you'll have a select few of people that really fuel you and really
And
give you that life. Yeah, like you'll have a select few, because God is a fair God. He's not gonna let you go through all of that negativity without sending you at least one or two people that can pour in your cup the way that you pouring into other people's cups. It's like when you have family that literally don't respect what it is that you're doing, friends that don't respect what you're doing, you create a brand and everybody outside of you literally support you. Oh my God, I love what you're doing. I love your movement. Like, here's a donation to your brand just because I like your movement. But you can't be focused on the people that's not pouring into you. But that's just the way that God works. Is duality in life. It's good and it's bad. It's positive and it's negative.
And I seen a lot of people, a lot of them Rockefeller staff dudes had to like fight off the fans almost on social media because people were saying like, yo, why y'all was
doing him like that.
yeah, what's up with y'all? You know what I mean? Like Wayno and them guys and was on there talking. I'm like, yeah, that's how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? I remember thinking like when I used to like hip hop, I'm like, damn, if you don't live in New York or LA where them offices at, it's like you got really go in them offices and stand on their table. You know what I'm saying? What was the last one we seen? Bobby Smurda had to go in there and dance and do all that. Yeah, like
No, oh God.
just the way not just him, but just the process of like show.
To get noticed.
We don't leave this office. We don't know what's going on out there, but show us what you got. It's like,
Show
what?
us what you got.
You sitting in the it's like eight motherfuckers. They don't know shit about hip hop, but let us hear something. It's like
It's like that anywhere. You can look at any job and say the motherfuckers that's up there making the actual decisions and all that shit don't know what the fuck is going on in the field.
They don't.
and it was different for him because he was from the Talib, Common. That's really his main.
mode, yeah, his mode. That was his
Yeah.
mode.
So this
yeah.
like what they call it backpack boom pat type rap to where now it's like it's a market for that shit. You look at guys like Westside Gun and Conway and all them dudes like yeah, he really when we talk about the greats like I think who we talk about Puff, Dre, who else a great producer? Pharrell.
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah. All right.
You
if
gotta
want.
give him
No,
his
you
dis-
could definitely give
gotta
Jermaine
give him
Dupri
his respect.
his flowers.
I'm
Come
talking about
on.
the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
dog.
Like, we ain't gonna say he the
I'm gonna
greatest,
say
but
Ye, Puff, Dre, Pharrell. For
No
me
ID.
personally.
You can say
No ID, but he be in the cut too much. Like he another one
But
that need to come out
every-
and get his flowers.
but every
Blaze?
song is
Just
say
Blaze.
no ID on it.
You can say Neptune.
Yeah.
I want to give all them niggas their credit.
yeah,
Yeah,
Them niggas.
you could definitely say
Dre?
Neptunes.
Dre.
Dre.
Yeah, that go without saying.
Dre.
Yeah,
They all talk about him. He
Mhm.
got 30 years in.
definitely.
Yeah.
T. He producing his own right.
Timbaland.
Tim, damn.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
forgot-
Timberland. Shout out to
disrespectful, yeah.
Timberland.
Yeah.
Even who produced Drake shit? 40?
40.
40.
Just Beats.
Yeah, good producer.
Yeah.
Swiss Beats. Absolutely. Swiss Beats. Swiss is amazing.
That's why this is my man.
What you say? Swiss? Come on, man. Swiss make the same joke. Come on,
Consistent.
He
It's
consistent, but he
consistent.
No,
make
Swiss got some
If
hits
you
though,
make-
bro.
Yeah,
Swiss
you
It's
got hits. I ain't.
consistent.
If your mac and cheese tastes good as shit, why change it?
Why?
You right.
It's a
It's
But it's like,
consistent.
He didn't adapt like the
He not
mother one
innovative.
did.
I'm not gonna
All
say
right,
it's
so
like he
that's what
innovative.
Kenny's saying. That's what Kenny's
That's two
saying.
different things though.
What Kenny say? Kenny say, Kenny
But
got
sometimes-
but I
That's
don't know
because you
because
say
like
DJ Khaled every time he put out
40,
something
but
on radio.
with
But can
40,
we also
I
say
think
DJ
with
Khaled,
40,
though?
I think with 40, he I think Drake like kind of out. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody might not buy a 40 beat without a Drake feature. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
And that's
yeah, yeah.
unfortunate.
It's made for Drake, basically.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate because
He's
I would.
tailored to
Yeah.
Drake.
So he can't really.
Pretty
No,
much,
not even a
yeah.
loyalty. It's like this beat might not work
He
without
not
him
making
on
it
it.
for nobody.
Yeah, that too.
Drake told him, you know, Drake the type nigga.
Drizzy.
You better not, nigga.
You said DJ Khaled.
Drake. Nah, I did. I didn't know no ID look like. That's crazy.
I never knew what he looked like.
That's crazy.
He be in
No
the
I-
room. He
no
be in the
ID.
room with a lot of great
No
shit.
ID,
though.
literally.
That's Blaze. We know Blaze.
He be in the room with Jay Dilla. Passed away.
Rouser from Wu Tang.
Riser.
Wow.
What are you
RZA.
talking about?
RZA. Same thing, man.
No, it's not.
Same thing,
Nah,
man.
you look that up on IG.
Knife. I love Knife Wonder.
Yeah, nice one.
That's a low key joint.
You said that, Mike.
Oh, you
Neptune.
said Neptunes.
Yeah, you gotta group them all together.
Yeah,
They
Neptunes.
feed off
That's
each other.
crazy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I like.
Pharrell is a team player.
Yeah. Pharrell the dopest
I
one.
bought that. I bought that
dopest
nerd,
one.
that nerd album.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too. A lot of my style with
Fly or die.
being a stylist
That
was
wasn't
from
old
them.
enough. I was young.
What we got? What we got next, bro?
Love Neptunes. He had an effect on the fashion industry too. I think that's why he also
got skincare now.
appreciated Kanye.
He got skincare now.
No way.
All right.
And all they did was just be different.
Nigga do everything.
That's
Be
what we tell people
themselves.
to like. That's why
Be
we say
yourself.
we
Yeah,
say
no,
be
different, just
yourself,
be
be
yourself.
different. That shit don't. I know it's cliche, but
It's all the same.
this is what it looked like. You know what I'm
It's-
saying?
All right, so we're gonna do this one. Does your immediate circle realize your potential and what you're currently doing? The potential of the pod and how much energy goes into it. Does your family support what you do at a high enough level? Compare and contrast family, friends, support the strangers, support.
Want me to go?
I'm all right.
Go ahead.
All right, so like she was just saying. All right, so you it's crazy. You got more. So like just the people I gained like from the pod, like Jug, Mike, Josh, and people like that. They support the shit out the pod more than people I knew for years and stuff like that. So I feel as though, yeah, strangers do support the movement more. To me, you know what I'm saying. But then I look at it like this too. Like family members probably don't know what the fuck is going on either. Like
You don't know what the podcast
yeah,
is?
they don't know. Like they ain't
Yeah.
they so behind with the time.
I think
so-
about that a lot too. Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
don't also take the time to figure it
learn-
out.
yeah,
So
to learn
it's
it.
ignorant.
Yeah.
At the same time.
That's why I like.
Yeah, that too.
Like
But
you buy hoodies, like you buy t-shirts. Why you can't support my
Even
movement?
if you don't know what the fuck it mean. Like,
You don't know what Balenciaga mean. A person in a day of life don't even know what Balenciaga the
Real
definition
rap.
of it mean.
and
But
they
you buy it
That's real shit.
for $800 though,
Mhm.
and on sale at Saks for $500. But you got an $89 hoodie, and it's like, yeah, it costs too much.
But it
Why?
just go to what you were saying to me just last time. Like you can't worry about who pour into your cup and who don't. You feel me? Like you saying, like we know for sure. We know who support the podcast. We know who put it up every Joe faithfully. You see what I'm saying? It's just I feel as though people that like that's close to you, they don't really support nothing until you get some traction going on too. I think
Yeah.
that too.
they see they can benefit from it.
Yes, and I mean, not to say because I don't like it, because it's like now when you do it like this, like you're getting on there for like it's like a hidden agenda or a motive or whatnot. Like it's like you keep your support. That's how I just feel about it. I don't know if
Yeah.
everybody else feel like that.
I feel the same way.
I feel as though like say if like see your brand pop and you family, as soon as they see you like you was somebody famous in the picture, now they, you know what I'm saying, yeah, keep that. Like it's, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get there with or without your support. You feel me? But they don't see like the hard work they're going through. They don't see like even how they just think we get on here and just
You
shoot
only
the
see
shit.
an hour and a half worth of shit.
Not even that. I'm just saying, like, you know how people always say, "Oh, famous question. Oh, when am I coming on the pod?" Right?
Wow.
Y'all don't. No, not even that. Y'all don't see us. We got the topics written down. Y'all not with us in the group message. We talking about what's going on weekly,
Damn
watching
near
the stuff.
arguing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like this right here, like, is 4 people opinions. We got to all glue this together. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to get everybody on the same page because everybody got their own opinion. You see me and Kenny debate shit every day.
day.
So it's like, it's hard to get like everybody on the same page, but they don't see like even the whole, when we did the live show, y'all don't see the shit it take to get there. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a lot to be on that stage. Like it's backstage. You know what I'm saying, they don't know we was nervous in that joint. It's my fault right there. They don't know we was nervous on that joint. We don't know like our whole mindset going through that. And then we had real life shit going on. You see after the live show, you had some real life shit going on. Like people don't really know the stuff that go into that. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just want to be there for the
They just
it
and they
glory.
go
and not
and they
for
go
them,
to the
yeah.
whole
You wasn't shooting in the gym.
yeah.
the tip of the
Yeah.
iceberg saying they don't see what's under. They don't see the hard work leading up to like how to get here and stuff
And the
like
crazy
that.
part is, that's fine, but just respect it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
wasn't with us shooting in the gym, but that's cool.
Yeah,
Just
I
respect
remember
it.
in the
Play your
beginning,
part.
it used to bother me a little bit because I was like, dang, like the people that you would expect to promote or like support
Won't.
wasn't. And then I remember somebody, I think Black was saying like,
Can't
you
worry
gotta
about that.
you gotta spoon feed them at first, like to let them know like this is this what I'm doing. Like, can you support or whatever? But it'd be like, damn.
Am I
like,
wrong for this though too? Like when people like say the people that don't support, they always can I come on the pod. I shrug them off. I don't really even like.
I got to take on that, right?
No, we don't do guests.
And I wrote, I got notes on this because I was really sitting thinking about it, right? I got like a small amount of family, like friends that I even deal with. But in all honesty, like compared to like family and friends and strangers, I think it's split like 25-75 as far as like
Stranger
actual
support wise, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think like as time go on, it could change, but for right now, it's something that we take in stride, but every now and then I just dwell on it like that's kind of nutty because when you had this going on and had that going on,
I was all
I
in.
was front and center, cashed out, full price, never made a
Discount.
joke about it, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
But you
I've
can't
had-
always put what you would do or
On
how you
somebody
or
else.
or how
Yeah,
you are.
and I
or
do that a
somebody
lot.
else.
And I
You
do that
can't.
a lot. I had somebody tell me, like somebody that's real close to me that I love to death, that it don't take nothing to just sit in a room and talk. Like that's how that person summed up what we sit here and do every week. Like we just
Like
sit
that?
here and talk. Yeah, and it
That's
don't take
crazy.
nothing to just sit in front of some microphones.
That's
and talk.
disrespectful, bro. If you ain't,
You know how
But
hard
my
that is
response-
to
But my
communicate?
response to that was,
Motherfuckers can't even go on Instagram Live and keep it. You know what I'm saying?
but my response to that was the person that said that she's not. You don't do nothing outside of your life. Like you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And I don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? You don't do anything outside of just living and
working and
your
whatnot.
responsibilities and your bills. And you don't do anything. I used to be that person. So I guess this is how it sounds when you on this side of it and you got a dream and a vision and you talk to somebody that don't. It's almost to the point. It's to the point now where, like you said, when people see you and they ask you like, "What's up with the pod?" I'm taking that as disrespect going forward.
listen,
This not a
I'm taking it as
this not a
disrespectful.
my whole thing with it is like this not a small talk topic anymore. What we doing is for real.
Yeah.
So if you don't watch this shit and you ain't that last episode was crazy. What's up with who y'all getting on there next? Don't ask me about my little pod. You still doing that little podcast name? What's that little podcast
Don't put
thing?
little in front of nothing that's
Don't-
associated
I'm-
with me.
Somebody-
Big podcast.
This not small talk material is what I'm trying to get at. When you want to small talk with me, don't bring this up because I'm gonna take it somewhere else. I'm almost to the point where I'm like, if you don't genuinely support this, I don't even want your what they call it, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
No, that's disrespect too now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear what you think I should talk about if you don't listen to the show or who we should have up here. You fuck around and name somebody that we already talked to. Now I'm
you sound dumb.
yeah.
You sound
Not
dumb.
only do you sound dumb,
Now I'm mad because
we really spend our money to sit in here. We spend our money on this merch that flies. Some of it don't. You know what I'm saying? So now you disrespecting what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes you gotta kill people with kindness too. Like,
I'm not
alright,
good at
like,
that.
all right,
yeah,
like,
that's not a.
like, I kill people with kindness all the time. I mean, I'm a female too. Like, I'm not really like one to really be like, you don't support whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm just like, oh, all right, that's what's up, and just all right, have a good day.
Okay.
Like, very dismissive about it because it's kind of just like you don't. I already know deep down inside, and I can feel your energy that you don't really give a shit about what I got going on.
I'm about to say.
So
you
why
could-
am I even about to even indulge with you when it comes to that?
Yeah.
But it also ties back into the topics that we was talking about earlier, even with Kanye. Like, he had to do his own producing for his own album to just
His
put
own
in
budget, yeah.
with his own budget just to put it in front of Rockefeller, who he was already signed by, who should have paid for it, just to show I'm serious about this.
Mhm.
Like, this is the same thing that y'all doing. I mean, likewise with me. Like, it's literally sometimes you really got to put it in a person's face for them to actually see it, and it takes for people to actually even support what it is that you're doing outside of it for them to even respect it. Like,
Yeah, so
that's what comes with being great.
the support we do get, like, it's genuine, but certain variables go in this shit. Like, and I be thinking about it a lot. You got some people, they can't be a part of something if they don't benefit from it. Like, they can't support this if they don't get nothing. So, like, if the deal come, if we don't take them with, they feel like we won't take them with us when the deal come, they not gonna fuck with us. Or you got some people that, because they not the man here, not that any of us take that role on here, but if they not the man in front, they don't want to be a part of it. Then you got people that they got other shit going on and they can still step out and support what you doing. That's what we do with a lot of other platforms,
course.
and they do that with us. But you got some people that have something going on and it's like,
They don't
I
want to
can't
big
fuck
you
with
up.
what you got going on
might diminish
and
what I got.
fuck with what I got on, and that's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with doing this shit in the years we've been doing it, I see a lot of that shit. And I tell y'all don't acknowledge it, but I put that on y'all, but that's hard to do, not to acknowledge that shit. Granted, my folks, it's not like I go home and my folks listen to every other podcast in the world except for mine. That's not the case. They don't listen to them at all. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that didn't really start listening to us until they could watch it for some strange
Exactly.
reason. I used to question it, like,
People would they only watch what they see.
yeah, if they could visually watch it. And I'm like, I had somebody walk up on me and say that. I'm like, podcast is for listening. But all right, I'll make the adjustment. All
It
right.
wasn't always visual before either.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's where I was at with it. Like,
But
the
playing devil's advocate on that, it is certain podcasts that you rather watch than listen to. Like if I'm like I can watch I Am Athlete or 85 South, but like Joe Budden, I gotta listen to.
But
I'm not sitting
say you
down
got a
watching
job like Black and you driving all day. You can't watch, so you gotta listen. You
yeah,
feel me?
that's why.
Yeah, you have to
But I understand if y'all want to watch it, then y'all can
watch it.
We'll
It's,
make the
it's
adjustment.
here for y'all to watch now.
But it's just, it feel like discouraging at times, feeling like the people that's like right there don't see the potential. Like, yo, you think I'm just bullshitting with this shit for nothing? You think one day I'm just stop doing this shit?
Yeah.
They see it
know
every
what I'm
day,
saying?
though. A lot of people start stuff and stop. They don't even got nothing going on. Like, that's hard to really, it's hard to get out of the cycle of everyday life of just paying bills and going to work and not doing nothing that you love to do. They wasn't even taught and pushed that. Like, that's not, yeah, it's not every day. And then you got the crab in the barrel mindset that when a person finally do make it, they want to pull you back down. That's like the normal for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't even pursue their passion. So when you finally see somebody that do it, it's like, I'm waiting for you to fail because I tried something and I didn't do it, or I seen such and such do that up the block and they never did it. It's like automatically doubt on you, but rise above.
I almost feel like in the beginning, I was on like a timeline to get us to a certain place.
Mhm.
Like, oh, we gotta get rich in 2 years. Something gotta fall through. And that's not the case, though.
Everything happen over time too,
Yeah.
bro.
Like, a podcast can start tomorrow and get a Spotify deal in 9 months. It happens.
And it can also fall off after that too. So
Right after that.
yeah, it's
You know
all
what I'm
about your
saying?
process. It's not perfect timing. It's all about
Yeah.
perfect
So
timing.
I'm not.
Because will you give yourself 2 years and then in 2.5 years?
Even when this started, it was multiple reasons to be like, remember when the COVID shit happened? We was recording over the phone. T, you remember? Them episodes fucking horrible. Like, that was enough to quit. Like, what's up the pod? I ain't fucking with it. COVID. No, that ain't persistent.
Mm-hmm.
Me and that joint talk. How we sound talk. Yo, how the it's the if it like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was horrible, but we stuck through it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stick with it. I just
So-
be thinking too, not to cut you off though. I hate, like, you know how people try to tell you how to do something and they never did it.
Yeah, don't
too.
speak.
I don't.
PSA for anybody that don't listen to the podcast. Don't speak on the podcast when you see me. If you don't really listen, and I don't want, you can ask me. I was almost about to say, don't ask me what song I play. You can ask me that because people ask me that.
Yeah, I mean that's different though. Ain't nobody ever heard.
Don't say, yo, don't speak on the podcast as if I'm not doing it no more. Then I'm a spot that you don't listen to us. Yo, you still doing that? You still doing what's it called? Fan One Radio.
Nah.
Automatic. You getting slammed like we going through something. Like,
But you see my posts every day. So stop trying to
Exactly.
act like you don't see
and
it.
I don't talk about nothing else.
You see my posts every day. I posted yesterday on my brand page, right? Now, I got like 80 followers on the page, but I got one like. I posted it in my story, and
You
I
get a
got
million
80
views.
views in my story. Like, all 80 of my followers literally watched it in my story. People watch you, but they don't want to give you the recognition as if they didn't see it. But if I would have let that one like discourage me, I wouldn't even have noticed that 80 people actually seen it. It's still reaching. But
Yeah.
it's like damn, y'all couldn't like the post and share it.
The numbers game is weird because I was on Facebook. You can almost buy it. Like,
You
I
can
don't want to
buy.
buy it because you can buy the numbers, right? You can buy the numbers on all this shit, Twitter, Instagram, and all that. You can't buy the interaction.
Can't.
You can't buy the reviews. You can't buy the yo. I fuck with that. You can't buy the
That's
you
genuine.
and Wawa. Yo, you ain't you the boy that be on? You can't buy that. I don't want us walking around with 10,000 followers and we just talking to Jug and fucking. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
Something
equate.
gotta give. Oh, and shout out to Pittsburgh. I don't know who up Pittsburgh, but they
Fucking
fuck
with
with it. Yeah. I don't know. Like, we gotta go.
Right.
We gotta go up Pittsburgh. Yeah. Yeah, Pittsburgh listening
That's
heavy.
fire.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Pittsburgh and some couple of them Maryland.
They weird
them
as
little-
hell, but
Come on, bro. We trying to like that was Mike.
You know what I did though the other day though? The social media wise. So not even after yesterday. So I went on I got like probably like 3,000 followers or something like that on my gram. Everybody that I don't interact with or that they don't like just look at this stuff, I unfollow them, bro. it ain't no point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't really interact with you like that, John, you know, people that like say like they watch your stuff about your brand, you gotta unfollow them, yo. It's just like, what are you looking for? If you, that's nuts that you posted your brand and out of 80 people, only one person liked it. That's
One
ridiculous.
person, and that was a new follower.
That's
like,
ridiculous.
Like it's
That's
free.
ridiculous.
And honestly, I'm like that type of person. I show love to everybody, even if I don't, because I didn't always have my brand going. Like I went through a period for 3 years where I was just depressed.
We on year.
But
year?
I
We on
literally
year 3.
posted every single person that had something going on, and I was like, I might not 100% be able to buy it right now because I'm not in that position, but I can at least know that my followers is genuine and they're gonna buy whatever I promote. So like, follow this brand, and you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
but
how
it's
we do
like,
the IG story.
I literally like, I start something and I don't really get that same thing in return. It'd be like, damn, like
hurt.
it really is a hurt piece. And it's like, I really be wanting to address people, but it's kind of just like, I'ma really just pray for y'all because y'all got some real issues. And then I'ma literally pray for another blessing because I need more people in my life that's going to uplift me and really share and promote what it is that I have going on. Like, that's another reason why I'm pushing my brand right now too, is that's really what it's all about. Like, it's really about pushing yourself and promoting yourself until somebody, the right person. All you need is one play. All I need
Yeah,
is
bro, you
one
need is
play.
One play,
good
one
And
look.
I'm going to keep grinding until I get that one play. And once I get on that one platform, it's up for me. And I already know who rocking with me. I know who not rocking with me. My circle is very small. It's like this big. And I'm cool with that. Because of the simple fact that it's genuine. I don't got to question nobody motives. I don't have to worry about if I can lean on this person when it comes to something. Like, what is the point of me interacting, being around, like you said, following people that if I was in dying need, my house was on fire, would you piss on it?
Nope.
Like, would you even call the police if you had a phone? If you wouldn't do anything for me in my dying times and still wouldn't support me when I am up to, and is not beneficial to you, I don't need to be around
I almost
you.
gotta. When we did the live show, right? I almost had to like condition myself to just accept that's what's up from certain people, because it's like you ain't never. You know what I mean?
That's
So
what's
what's
up
up?
is like a clear like a
That's some hater
Yeah, like,
language.
alright,
that's what's up. Like,
yeah.
That's like, all right, man, fuck out. That's what
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
like-
that's
yeah,
literally
yeah.
a fuck out of here.
And I'm trying like.
That's like
I'm
you
from
trying-
Philly. That's the
I'm
fuck
trying-
out of here.
I'm
from
trying,
Fort
Georgia.
I'm
Like, trying
trying
to
to
tell you to
like,
shut up,
and
like,
us
all
being,
right,
and
that's
us
what's
trying
up.
to build the brand. I realize I can't, like, even from behind the pages from the Twitter, I can't be me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, what they call it, politically correct. So I gotta step my politically correct up. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the shit I be looking at, even with some of the topics we talk about, somebody will give us like a funny look, but somebody else that's a little more popular talk about the same shit. And,
And
it's-
they agree.
Yeah,
Thumbs
like
up.
what?
Mhm.
You know what's crazy though? How you was saying like, I know like, you know, we all got grandmas like they don't know technology. I literally yesterday for my grandma Minnie, I had to write down, like I wrote down how to do it, and like when I sent a link to her what to go through, because she want to listen. So I literally sat down. It's the first time I sat down and wrote
Aunt
something
Kim
like,
was on my live too.
yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I had to write it down for it, like step by step, and now she know how to do it. You feel me? So some people don't have that mean like, oh,
the hardest part of this, right, was remember we was on that station head at.
Yeah,
We was on the station head at. The shit didn't even work for iPhone.
that was the beginning days.
That
too.
was the beginning days.
Yeah,
So we
that's-
had to tell you, yo, we have a podcast, but you have to listen to it on this. You have to go on
Exactly.
here. You have to make a profile. You have to search us and find us, and
No,
then you can listen
I
to us
think
talk.
Station-
That shit
Station
day
Head worked,
ones. If
though.
they go on
No,
the
it
It
was
worked
back-
out. It was
back
a beta.
then.
It was a beta at
Yeah.
first. It didn't work for iPhone.
But if a
I'm like, I
person
thought
go
I had it
through
in the
hoops to
beginning. I
listen
swear
to
that
your
shit worked.
podcast, that's like they really trying
That's
to
a real
support
listener.
you.
That's a real listener.
That's a real listener.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going through hoops just to listen to this podcast because it's
Yeah,
not
everybody
on my
that listens to
platform.
the through the
That's
station
like-
head joint, they still fucking with us.
But then
today.
you gotta think, is it like all right, like I like podcasts, so I knew Black when he started a podcast. Of course, I'm gonna listen to his shit. So why wouldn't I just download the app and just, you know what I'm saying, just
Yeah.
listen to it?
Everybody-
a lot of not
everybody
everybody
like you,
like
though.
podcasts.
Not even that though. Like,
and
it's,
station head was Clubhouse.
Not
before
everybody like
Clubhouse, too.
you.
Yeah.
Like, my godmom told me, and this really resonated with me, like maybe 10 years ago.
Mhm.
She said, some people are not going to buy into your brand because it's you. Your face is on it. Some people
Yeah.
just
And that's
don't
the
like
same
you.
reason why I
That's
said
why a
I
lot of
couldn't
biggest
stop doing
companies
it.
got their money behind a lot of shit that they wouldn't mix in with their other companies. like Coca-Cola.
Why do you
Pepsi
think a
owns
lot of
Sunkist.
people create products
So if
and
you see
brands
Pepsi
that
Orange, you might not buy
we
that
don't
shit.
even know that's
Yeah.
them behind it? Because if they put their face on it,
Nobody gonna support.
nobody
Like,
gonna
it's
support
one of-
it.
It's probably
They use
three-
other people to ambassador it.
It's
Yeah.
probably 3 names that own these all these like fashion
It
companies.
is 3.
and all
It's
that
like
shit.
3
It's
to
like
6.
3.
It's 3 to 6.
You know what I'm saying?
LVMH and all that shit. I just found out
Yeah.
Levi owned what's that high ass shit? Gallery department.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
own They
But then
own
you're not gonna pay
Goodfellow.
$400 for a pair of Levi's.
Facts.
But you
That's-
are though once you buy.
When
art
you got
now.
the
But
part-
they
they,
don't know
they,
that. It's
they
the
getting
name.
theirs up the back end.
You're
Yeah.
not paying. You're not paying for the Levi name. $400.
Yeah, that's why the like designer stuff it don't really make sense because you just paying for a name at the end of the day. All this shit is the same.
Gucci, Alexander Cream, Balenciaga, all under one John.
Carry.
Adidas.
I don't know. I would pay for quality though. I don't feel like all of it
Raw
is the same.
stores.
No, it's definitely not.
All of it is not the
Some of
same.
them T-shirts be
Yeah, like
I just start seeing though that gallery department stuff like this year and like last year. Like first person,
It's new.
first person I seen wear it was I seen Javante Davis the box. He was wearing it a lot, like the
Almost like a
shirts and stuff like
rebrand.
that. For real.
It's like a rebrand. But
yeah, some of it is like a
Yeah.
rebrand. I used to work for
LVMH,
Cartier.
That's the big dog right there.
For real. I was there working for them.
Louis, Gucci, Dior, and
Like
Marc
Off-White?
Jacobs.
I learned a lot.
What was it? You said what?
Cartier.
They got clothes.
No, it's
you talking
a
about the
jewelry
jewelry,
brand,
yeah.
yeah.
Glass,
But
glass
they
stuff.
first piece that they created, like the bracelet that we buy now for $2,500, was literally $200.
Yeah, the joint they got like the circle with the
that's a
money.
good price.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the-
like we had to
Zara-
take a
Zara
whole
tough.
class.
Zara
Yeah.
tough. I like Zara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
I
don't
like
know
Zara
about Zara.
too.
A lot of people don't know about Zara.
Zara's
What?
good.
Yeah, they don't.
Zara is the new H&M.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't know about
it
Zara.
definitely is.
It's
They
the
got
new
store in
H&M.
Manhattan.
What?
Store in Manhattan got 2
Cause I went
floors.
in the H&M the other day and I'm like, damn, I don't
They
like
don't got
nothing in
nothing.
here.
I ain't
But
never
you go
liked
to
H&M
Zara,
though.
you can
Nah.
at least pick up
No.
2 things.
At least
The minimum.
It was at one point in time
hate
I
H&M.
only shopped in H&M.
I hate H&M.
My beginning fashion days, I only stopped at H&M because that's the only thing I could afford.
I
Yeah.
hate H&M so much. I don't know why. I always hated it.
I love Fenty.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Rihanna.
Yeah.
What you want to do? One more?
Yeah, we can do one more.
I'm on the road after this.
All right. Which one? Oh, it's the one we remember you said we could speed through this. The men know the difference between tricking on a woman and spoiling her.
This is a good topic.
Yes, sir. And we got a woman in here to speak on it, so why you just say clack clack?
No, I'm talking.
Oh, you about to crack your knuckles? Nah,
I don't know if it's out real.
You want to go first, Kenny? You thorough. You so thorough and low key.
he gonna make trickling and spoiling the same thing. I'm telling you.
Oh my
Nah,
God.
I think
Go ahead.
at a certain point, do it got to do with your relationship status with the woman?
I
That
mean,
make-
this
that makes
No,
sense.
it got to
Go
do
off-
with the interest that
go
you
off-
have with the woman.
Yeah, go off with what you.
Yeah.
Go off what you want to say.
No, that's what I want to say. Like I think it got something to do with like
You probably got to put
What's
a
y'all
song all the way up
relationship
there.
at that
Over
point?
there, huh?
Okay, well, let me just finish this
Alright.
first.
So let her go first. What's tricking?
Tricking is when you like a girl, you feel like she bad. Like bad bitches typically get tricked on because you feel like, all right, like she bad. I want her to show me some type of. I want to be in her grace in some way, some form. I want to at least be able to say that I had her in some way, some fashion. So you gonna buy her shoes just because she ain't gotta sleep with you, or she might sleep with you for a Rolex or whatever it is that she get. Spoiling a girl is literally courting her. You are interested in her. You see a potential with her, so you're gonna take her on dates. You're gonna buy her random stuff. She might mention something. You're gonna literally grab it for her. But tricking is completely different. You don't even feel the same as a woman when you get tricked on. Like you just feel like, this nigga, like da da da. Like
Wait. So y'all don't like that shit
what?
when
They
when
love
men?
all of it.
Yeah,
We love all of it.
but you might not like him though.
You don't have to like a man.
See?
Dude, you literally as a woman, you don't have to like a man. Like that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm a woman and I deserve to receive nice things though. I could take it from you and treat you nice, but that doesn't mean that I like you.
So I think tricking is when she don't
Tricking is the
she
scary
care
part.
less about you.
When she-
Yeah.
She care less about you. Like she
care about
can
what you're
that's
doing
what-
for her, though.
yeah, she
Yeah.
care and
Which
like what
jaw
she's
do you
doing.
Get let on the most.
Tricking.
Tricking.
Tricking, but she
100%. Because you're sweet
If you're
talking.
spoiling her, you got her. You got her if you're spoiling her. You spoiling her
You
'cause
don't
want
have
to.
her.
That's why I said it got to depend on your
Yeah,
relationship
spoiling is
status.
spoiling a girl you like.
Yeah, you with
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
it? Or do you really got her?
You don't have her though, even if you're spoiling her, because if it's not consistent, somebody else is waiting in line for her. Like especially if she's a value,
Yeah.
you can't never get comfortable because the minute that you stop,
Will.
and she knows her value, that's what's scary. Now, if you spoiling her and she don't know her value, then you got her. Because she don't even know that somebody else can do it for her, especially if she's never been spoiled before. But if she knows you don't have her, and she's going to make sure that you know that you don't have her because you're going to keep being consistent with her because of the fact that you know that
So
you
it
don't
was
have
like
her.
Prostitution.
Now just prostitution.
Look, we
No,
gonna
he
be real.
he
No, he,
Prostitution, tricking, spoiling,
relationship.
yeah,
wife.
love.
All of it is love.
Nah, it's not all
I love what you do for me.
Oh,
Nah.
I
like
love
her. I
talking
like
but,
to
her.
you.
but I don't
Yeah,
love what I do
good
for you.
job.
though.
like
That's-
I love talking to you.
that
All
was funny as shit.
all of it is love. Like
not.
what?
Yeah, this a good one right here.
It's only
like
scary that I would say like what you were saying like because you don't got it when you're spoiling, but it's just like a whole like, do you like me for me or you like me what I could do for you? You feel me?
The
Like
latter.
That's what
Huh?
I said. Do you
The
have
letter.
her?
yeah, because like
Do you have her?
like you were
Do
saying, like
have
if somebody can always do better, you always think about better. Because it's times like a man might not always have it, so you might not always. But if he can genuinely spoil you, you know what I'm saying? Do you
Yeah.
like me for me? You like me what I'm able to do for you? Because once I can't do it for you, you gonna still like me for you know what I'm saying my personality, my core values. You feel me? That's how I look at it. Like
Jones said?
And that's a topic that's going around a lot on the internet. A lot of these gender war topics. As men, I don't think we go through that.
what?
You ever felt like you was talking to a woman that didn't like you for you? At your age?
Nah.
Yeah, I never.
No.
yeah, like I
That's not a thing.
I ain't rich.
Am
No.
I- yeah, we not athletes.
like
We not celebrities.
We
Yeah.
don't know.
y'all really don't
That's
know.
the
Yeah, I'm
I
about to
just
say.
told
Be so
you
oblivious.
I love what you do for me and I love talking to you and that the tricking stage or if you feel like if she's heard something about you because women are investigators, we're detail oriented, we're going to research you, look you up, who do you hang with, what do you do, what kind of job you got, how much money you got. You don't know literally what she feels about you until until you're courting her or taking her on a date and you really getting to know her or talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Texting though, you don't know a person.
No.
Facts.
You don't know a person from texting. If you never went on a date and exchanged energy, like say if this podcast, right? If we was all somewhere different and we was talking, y'all be like, oh, all right, she cool. But to feel my actual essence and my energy and to see my facial reactions and to like really see what I got going on, that's completely different. Like I
All
can't
right. So
fake the funk.
let me fix the question. You ever felt like that in a relationship? That somebody was talking to you with. I don't think that's a feeling people feel when they talking to somebody. Once you get past everything she talking about and y'all
People that
a
go through
thing
that
like
every day, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I'm pretty.
yeah.
I'm positive
Type
it's
of
people.
niggas-
that's
It's people that go
going
through that every
We
day.
not the type of niggas to put up with it.
Yeah, that's see, he got a
Yeah.
point there.
It's simps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's
not
it's
simps.
definitely
like you really laying down like damn if I don't get up and go to work, my check gonna be X amount of money
Yeah.
short.
See, nah,
I know a
don't
few
Fuck
men like
around
that.
and leave.
I know a few men like that. That's really being taken advantage. Like
Yeah.
my homie was going through that.
That's
Like and as
nasty,
my
yo.
homie, I'm like, bro, like she's literally using
You
you.
gotta understand.
I know people that's incarcerated because they girl is used to a lifestyle. A
He
lifestyle.
said that. He said
Yeah,
that.
we did talk about
A
that.
said that.
lifestyle they're
It was a
used to,
movie.
and they are
He
out
said
of their
that.
league, and they went and sold drugs and went to prison. And guess what she did?
Next one.
Left them because
Next
she
man
don't
up.
like them. But he was in a 3-year relationship with this girl.
That's
said
crazy.
that.
Movie, it's
Burning
like
itself
you know,
out.
Detroit type movies, the little low budget joints.
Said
The
that.
Amazon,
Burning
the
itself
Amazon
out.
Prime
Yeah, I was
job.
just watching
Now
it,
you
I'm
in
like,
jail for 8 years
On some
because
bullshit.
of a girl who really don't like you.
And
Yeah,
the
that's-
and the say
But she's sleeping with you,
That's
and
a
you
herpes.
smitten because she's sleeping. She laying it down on you, you smitten. Like once you sleep with her, it's
oh you hooked. Oh you hooked.
They got that fairy dust in their eyes. They
it's
can't
it's
see.
over
They got that
with.
shit right there. It look like baby oil or some shit.
Especially if she took time to really figure out what your weakness is. It's over.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Lies say you don't know what I'm talking about.
Bro, what
You ever
talking
girls still see a video of that? I don't know what it look like.
Oh,
Snot.
I know what you're
Oh,
talking
all
about. I know.
Oh, all right.
But no, like I'm saying,
I know what you're talking
like
about.
look. All right, so like she
I'm
was
not
saying,
even gonna
What they
comment
call
on
that?
that.
That splash.
Like-
That
Yeah.
splash.
Not gonna comment on that.
what we say about how you say we people live out their means and stuff like that.
That's what they
You
call it.
you can't not saying date out your means because you could be dating a person right and they ain't got half the shit you got, but they want you to.
Mhm.
How we say these girls be wanting you to be like how these
Tug of
rappers
war,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. So I feel as though like if you feel like you got to make a certain amount or be with a person, don't be with them. You should be with them. It's like you at the end of the day.
Some girls use niggas as step ladders.
Yeah, exactly.
She got access to you right now.
She wants something bigger than you.
And as soon as it come
But
along,
she got access to you right now. So even though you might not be a ball player or something, you got more than what she got.
exactly.
So you a step ladder. Bam. All right. He gonna rub shoulders with this nigga. Bam. Some people really use people for what human nature was for, and that's to be around other people.
You know what's crazy? I got,
Those are opportunists.
Yeah.
I got a family member that this happened to. He was just with his, I guess he was his wife for.
Yeah,
No,
I guess
listen,
this was
no,
his wife.
So
It was wife. No,
disgusting.
it was wife for X amount of years or whatnot. He probably did his dirt, yeah, and she wound up leaving him for an entertainer. Like, so it's like
What Chris Brown say? When a rich nigga wants you,
exactly. So it's like
If that nigga
And
call,
that
your girl
nigga
gonna
can't
answer.
do nothing.
I don't
Boy.
feel like that's what every girl though. Like
No, I'm saying that's why
some
you gotta
people-
ask yourself that question though.
it's not what every girl though. Like some women are really just embedded to be with one man and just loyal. You get what I'm saying? And really gonna rock out with you. Like I watched my mom be dedicated to one man for 28 years. So for me, that's all I know. That's why I don't like take people serious, because when I'm really in something, I'm 100% committed. But it's like a lot of people don't come from marriage homes. They don't come from 2-parent households, so they really don't care about that. Unless you didn't have it and you really like, damn, this is something that I really, really want because I didn't have it. You literally don't care about the foundation and longevity of a relationship.
Yeah.
You just care about being satisfied, being pleased, or getting instant gratification.
The shit that don't transcend the relationship. You gotta be able to transcend like the sexual desire.
And that's all social media is, yo.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Everything she just.
It's
explained,
just a
that's all
bunch
it
of
is.
lust. Like it's literally a bunch of lust. Like it's a bunch of people that feel like, oh well, I'm gonna date this person because of the aesthetic of what they look like. Don't like the person at all.
The thought of it. Yeah.
Don't even have nothing in common with the person. You probably not even really they type. You just at that time it's accessible, and literally it ain't even gonna work out. But you're literally telling yourself, oh, we look good together in pictures, and I've been posting you for such a long
And
time.
everybody want us together.
Everybody say, oh my God, couple goals.
Yeah.
But it's nothing real. It's
The
no
bar
solid
on couple
foundation.
goals is low as shit.
oh, hell yeah,
It's
low.
very low.
I already
Very low.
told you how I feel. I hate when like Dirk and do something with India. They post, they burn social media down with that shit.
But
hate.
I do like when they post though.
I don't.
I do.
Not saying I don't like them as a couple. I just don't like because everybody just like people like they say it's goals. One okay, but they burn.
Comparison is the killer. of
They
joy,
burn
first
that
and
down
foremost.
though,
Yeah.
yo.
100%.
So the fact that every
can like
girl
a
thinks
picture.
that this-
100%.
you're not gonna get everything India getting,
But you're
you
not
gotta scale
India.
it down. That's what I'm saying. You gotta scale
Dirk
it
tells you
down.
that in his songs. You're not India.
You gotta
Yeah.
scale it down.
India is India. She's 101. He tells you that in the song. So why do you think you're India?
They skip
Exactly.
that part.
You
know,
should
on
name
your
they
phone,
trying to
you-
be
You
India.
know, on your phone, you
It's
can
crazy.
skip 15
They're
seconds.
not gonna use that
They
as
skip
part.
a
They're
lot.
not
They
gonna
skip
use
Why
a
do
lot
you
of
think
shit
that you're
from these
India?
rappers that they like.
You're not as solid as her. Your track record is way longer than her. The way that he talk about her background, yours look nothing like that. So why would you think that you would get the same treatment that she would get? And I'm not saying that you aren't worthy, but
said-
men
exactly.
are creatures where if your track record is long, they definitely look at you different. If you're known for tricking off men, they definitely look at you different. India's not known for that. She's from what we see, a quiet girl. She pop her shit when she need to pop her shit. She don't got hella niggas in her past saying that they had her.
And she reaped the benefits of all that.
She's been solid since day one. Y'all not even solid.
Right.
And y'all saying that that's what y'all want a man to decorate a whole hotel lobby and a room, and you not even solid. That makes no sense.
She said it, not me. Because when I said, "Oh yeah, fucking," I would be saying this. That's why I
No,
just let
I'm
her
being
sing rock
real.
out. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being real because they be needing to hear it.
Yeah,
But when
need
they
to
hear
hear
it from men, is we bashing and all that shit. So
But
it's
it's
important when
because it's
I like
also
the women that actually. I like when the same way when shout out to Speak Easy when they was up here. You know, Juice, she married.
Yeah.
So they talk a certain way. They older women. They been through shit. She a woman that earned her own. So she, like she said, she earned. She doing this, she doing that. She moved to New York and did all different kinds of shit. She come from a foundation, a 2-parent home. The conversation and the logic sound different, but we don't uplift that conversation. And me personally, I gotta stop doing it too. There's too many birds in the you know what I'm saying, that be talking that bullshit. Y'all ain't really got no facts on what y'all talking about. Y'all just wishing on a creative player. No, like that gold shit, relationships and all that shit not easy. That shit not sweet.
Relationships are hard.
How you feel about Kevin Samuels?
Mike,
Say, I feel like I'm double-sided with Kevin Samuels because I understand his message, but I don't like the way that he necessarily portrayed himself. I don't like how he talked to people personally. That's just me. I'm very big on tone. I'm very big on body language. He's very narcissistic and nonchalant. So it's hard for me to receive a lot of things that he's actually saying with good intention. But I don't necessarily feel like he has like ill or malicious on the way that he's actually like talking about. I
That's
do
one
think
of the realest takes I ever heard on
real
him,
shit.
and that's okay. And I can live
It's not
with
what
that.
you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
it's
cool.
not what you say, it's how you say it. Like you like
Because
it's
when somebody else explaining it, it's almost like you be like, "Oh, that's what he talking about," and they start to like him, but then you go and watch what the fuck he be saying, and it's like, "Why you saying?" it
no,
like that?
and I used to talk to this guy, and he used to watch Kevin Samuels like religiously, and I used to be like, you know how you talking to a person and you start to realize their character,
Yeah.
and I started to realize like, okay, I don't really like your character.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not putting my eggs in one basket. But he was just like, you should listen to Kevin Samuels because what y'all talk about, he talk about the same thing. And I was like, I'm good based off of the stuff that I seen on the internet. And he was like, no, like, you don't know until you tune in. Solid fact there. I tuned in, I watched 2 episodes, and I was just like, I don't dislike this guy, but I also don't like the way that he talk down to women. He talks at you, not with you. It's not a dialogue. It's very much just like, it's just narcissistic and like still to me. Like, it doesn't give me like, how long is this even going to last for? He's the future like podcaster. Like, if Future created a podcast, it would be Kevin Samuels. I feel like.
You see, they just collab.
I didn't even see that,
On
but
the-
I
on
feel like,
Future music video.
which one is that?
The one he just dropped, I don't know what it's called.
Where's Dave?
Yeah,
See, I haven't even heard that song yet.
it's almost like he his therapist. He being Future therapist.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. I don't feel like he's a good rapper. He's not married. He's had failed divorces, and you're getting up here and telling women that they're not worthy of something. And what have you sustained in your life other than a social media platform that got you famous off the internet? I don't see none of your accolades. What degrees do you have? Who is outside of social media that can back you up? Can any of your wives that you got divorced with get on here and say you was a good man? I don't see it. So where do I
I
need
mean,
to?
he not. He.
He not the ideal nigga.
Yeah, he not. It's red
Yeah.
pill. That's it. One
But
side.
he try to portray it like, oh well, I'm the ideal guy though,
No.
and I wouldn't even date you. Like, he get on there and tell women like, I wouldn't even take you serious. Like, excuse my language, bitch. Get off my life.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Would you talk to your mother like that? And
Not
it's
to his
primarily
mom like that.
it's primarily African American women that he do this to. Like, he talk about the fact that they had baby fathers, all of this stuff, but he never
Yeah, that's
addressed.
red pill. That's the red pill incel shit.
He never addresses what, like, okay, men, you need to sustain the household or whatever. As a man, you telling a woman how to be a woman. Do you want to be a woman?
No, he kicked homie's ass on that. He kicked men ass on that joint. He fucked niggas up on that joint.
He be fucking niggas up too. It's just that
He
niggas
fucked them
not-
up too.
Niggas not bold enough to tune in as much as women. You know how women like to,
Yeah.
just like with men, women like to feel as though they the one that can change a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hate that for them.
But that's them be the type of woman that come on. And they be like, oh, well, I'm gonna get a different result out of him. No, you're not. You're gonna get the same him, and when you do that, it feels sorry. But men just be sitting back watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a couple niggas who be like, let me log on. They done tore their asses out the frame too. That shit be funny as hell. It be
It's
more
just-
funnier with the niggas though.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't
They
know.
be
I just
talking crazy.
Kevin Samuels, he all right. Like, I don't have a vendetta against him. I just wouldn't tune into him. I wouldn't recommend him.
It's a good joint, bro.
Yeah. We gonna name it. This was a good episode though.
I
So
don't know. What do you think about it?
on that for episode 84.
What's up, man? We out?
Yeah, we out.
All right.